Put a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly without any interference. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me without no interference, no feedback, anything. I'm just giving some update to what's going on right now as far as New York goes and as far as everything else goes. But please put a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. I'm just getting back to work today. Just getting back to work today. My anniversary on the job was May 7th, so I didn't know I had time that I can take. I had 4 more days. I had 4 sick days. I mean, 2 sick days and 2 personal days that the lady let me know that I can take. Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me perfect. I'm just giving a little update of what's going on as far as the world being crazy and New York is concerned. First of all, I want to thank a lot of people that, started with me through this journey from the beginning and never left. They never left. I want to thank people who donated to my channel. I want to really thank Angela. She has been a woman that's been on my side ever since February. And she really looks out for me as a big sister. She's like, okay, thank you. I really like to thank her for being there for me through thick and thin. I would like to thank a brother named Peter Carter from Belize. And he really, really is a good brother. Right now, he's going through pain right now. He's going through sugar diabetes. We put up a fund GoFundMe, but it never happened. Nobody never really paid attention to him. But he's a good brother, and hopefully by August or September, either by August or September, I should be going on a vacation. I just made 24 years, so I have time in the books. I'm trying to set it up at my job to where I can go to Belize, go see Peter Carter, and plus I can bring you some footage. With that being said, thanks for all the love that everybody showed me. Thanks for all the financial contributions that people sent me. I haven't gotten none in a while, but the contributions that y'all bringing to me as y'all paying attention and y'all support me through all of this. Now, as that being said, New York City just raised the rent. Within 5 times, New York City raised the rent. And everybody knows that New York City and other states are going through a lot of problems. And the problems we're going through is financial problems. But unfortunately, a person came in for the transition of power. And when that person came in, the person let other people that don't pay back taxes here, that never worked here in their lives, gave them all of what they needed, and still so. But the people who work here, was born and raised here, even the Latin people that went through stuff legally, the Latin people that came from other countries that went and did stuff legal and had to wait to get their papers, then had to learn about the American customs, then had to go and get sworn in and take a test and all this stuff. From the Americans to those people, we all are being pushed to the side and being screwed by the person that's in office right now. That's number one. Number two, it became to where you have people that lost their jobs from the pandemic or lost their job even before the pandemic, and the veterans that went and swore to take care of this country. These are veterans that went to combat, World War One, Two, Three, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and the list goes on. These people swore, and a lot of them lost their lives. A lot of them lost family members because a lot of family members went in there together. So a lot of them lost family members. A lot of them lost close friends. A lot of them lost limbs, and ended up in the street. Now you served this country and you lost limbs, you went crazy, but you can't get the stuff that the other people that came here are not satisfied of what they're getting. That's like, you know, me being homeless and I have a family member or a friend. And they say, well, come live with me. You could come because this is what this guy did. He told them that they could come across that border. This is what he told them. You could come across the border and you can live here. So that's like me going to a family member's house. I'm homeless. I have nowhere to go, and I have, nobody. But a family member or a friend say, you could come here and get yourself together. And I go to that family member's house, or I go to that friend's house, and because I don't like the accommodations that he's giving me, now he invited me. They invited me, but I don't like what they're giving me. I get upset. I said, no, I don't want this. I want more. So this is what they're doing. They're coming here demanding more stuff. Meanwhile, the people that's here already are being screwed and being put to the side. On my little 4-day off called vacation, that's what it was called, because I didn't even know I had 4 days anyway. I went to Harlem. I told people I was going. It took me long enough, but I went to Harlem, okay? I went to Harlem, and I went to the building, 130th Street, Adam Clayton Boulevard, the building where it's standing there, it's sitting there, where they said that they're going to give that building to the migrants. Now, you got people here that need a place. But of course, you people, the politicians of color, that every the white man, the devil. No, black folks are the worst. You know why? Because these are black politicians that could have came and said nobody gets that building but the people of Harlem. But they sold out. They sold Harlem down the river. Now that building is being given to the migrants. That building will be given to the migrants, not the people of Harlem. And when I went to Harlem, now I've been going to Harlem since I was a kid. Okay, I was born in the Bronx, New York. 7 years old, I was raised in Yonkers. Okay, but I always was brought to Harlem or went to Harlem, and you always saw politicians walking around Harlem. Well, guess what? No politicians walking around Harlem. You can't find politicians nowhere. Nobody's saying, listen, nobody gets that building but the people of Harlem. I went there. I did a video and I spoke to an elder and I said, who you think they're going to give the building to? He said, they're giving it to the migrants. They're going to give that building to the migrants. So now the people of Harlem gets disrespected again. And check this out. Charles Rango, Al Sharpton, and I forgot the two others. They call themselves the Ford something. I remember when my partner told me this. He told me he got it from the horse's mouth. He said, Will, your people sold Harlem out. They took money and they turned their back on Harlem to look the other way while other people came and said, we're going to develop this, we're going to develop that. And Harlem was supposed to be fixed up for the people of Harlem. And they sold Harlem out. They sold Harlem out. They sold them out. How much money did Ukraine get from America? Money. And you know what? Check this out. I'm glad you brought that out because they're still giving more money to Ukraine. They're still giving more money to Ukraine. They ain't going to stop giving money to Ukraine. And 175 billion. Thank you, brother. Thank you. $175 billion that could have been given to the American people. Because I remember before this whole migrant stuff started, before this whole nonsense started, they was going to give the American people from 6 months to a year, they was going to give us $1,400 a month. No, $1,500 a month every month to help us with our bills. They was going to do. What's going on? What's up, Luke? They was going to do this. I remember. They was going to give us $1,500 a month for they said 6 months to a year to help us out with bills, your rent, whatever you needed because people were suffering. And all of a sudden, mysteriously, the migrant thing started, and now we take the money that we're going to get to y'all, we'll give to them. This what went down. This what went down. So now the American people are struggling. American people are working 2 jobs. American people are working 16 hours a day. Tired, busting their behind. Now, from what I was told, the rent in New York is about to go up again for the 6th time. So you telling me you're going to pay people $15 or $18 an hour. Their rent is $2,000 a month. Then you got to pay gas and electric. Then you got to pay internet. Then you got to buy food. Then you got to buy necessities and clothes and stuff for you. And if you got kids, it's even worse. Yeah, Harlem, yeah. I was in Harlem, Lou. I was in Harlem Saturday that just passed. So yeah, you're right. It's over for Harlem. Harlem was sold out a long time ago. The politicians don't even come around Harlem no more. This was the 2nd time I went to Harlem, and nothing. And then they got an immigration. Oh, check this out. This is the ultimate. This is the ultimate. This is really the ultimate. They have an immigration building, 429 West 107th Street. What is an immigration building doing in Harlem? Could somebody explain that to me? What is an immigration building doing in Harlem? On 429, you can check it, 429 West 127th Street, immigration in Harlem. Why? Sad. I think New York City, yeah. What? Oh, they're going to do that. Let me tell you something. I was already told they're going to try to kick all of the Black Americans that was there and the Puerto Ricans out of Harlem. Because remember, Harlem was black. That was the black town. But then you had our Puerto Rican brothers since they came in, and it was Puerto Ricans and blacks. Now they're going to screw all the people that was living there. They're going to constantly push. I'm telling you what they're doing. And it's always politicians of color doing this. This is why I tell people you can't bring the white man's the devil, and this color nonsense with me, because it's not them, it's black folks that's doing this. It's Negroes that's doing this. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? How can a person pay rent? Exactly. How can a person pay rent in New York? How are you going to pay me $18 or $20 an hour to pay for rent? A studio is more than $1,000 a month. A studio apartment. You got studio apartments that's $1,300, $1,400, $2,000 for a studio. And it's always the black politicians that's selling their own people down the river. Yeah, Lisa, That's what it costs in New York City. I am not lying. There's little studios in New York City that's $4,000 a month. Yeah, exactly, Lou. Yes, yep. I'm telling you what's going on. They sold Harlem down, and it's always us. And I remember when my partner told me this. He said, I'm telling you, the guy sat me down and told me this. Your people sold Harlem out. This is what they did. Nice coffee in the morning. This is what they did. And then everybody, oh, the white, no, it's not, no. Ain't no white man this one. No, ain't no white, no, it's Negroes doing this bullcrap. Black folks could have got together and all they could have done was go with the politicians or go to the politician's office on Adam Clayton Power right there, the state building, and they could have marched there and they could have made some noise. I don't see no black people doing it. I don't see nobody from Harlem doing it. Now, what makes me upset is, this was what makes me upset. What makes me upset is if it was a situation where another race, like a cop, would have killed somebody black, they would have lost it. They only get together when that happens. But they taking your neighborhood, and nobody said no. Everybody stays quiet like this. Everybody quiet now. Nobody says nothing. And a lot of people from Harlem are oblivious of what's going on there. They don't know. They don't know they're about to get their neighbor snatched under them, man. They don't know this. Because what we're worried about is becoming drug dealers, let's be honest, gangsters, and everything else. But we are oblivious, not me, they are oblivious of what's about to happen to them. Harlem is not Harlem no more. It's not Harlem. It's not. I like the way they fixed it up. At least they're making it nice. But they're gonna take it from these people, man. If they taking the building on 130th Street and Adam Clay Park that's supposed to be for the people of Harlem and giving it to other people that's not born here, you can forget about it, man. Kiss Harlem goodbye. And it's going to start from Harlem, but it's not going to just be Harlem. It's going to be Harlem. Then it's going to be the Bronx. Then Brooklyn. It's going to be all the minority neighborhoods because a lot of minorities are living in another planet, in a fantasy world. And these politicians got their hands into everything, and their pockets are being filled to look the other way like this. Just give me the money. It's crazy. Done. You're right about that. Done. Let me tell you something. We need Trump now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. We need Trump now. Because everybody gets mad, but ask yourself this question. Just be logical about this. Ask yourself this question, what I'm about to say. Be logical about this. Did all of this crap go down when Donald Trump was in office? Wasn't the borders closed? Wasn't they closed? You didn't see people just walking here getting everything. This stuff didn't go down. You have to be logical about it. None of this crap happened. That's why God said money is the root of all evil. Yes, you're right. Yes, ASAP. None of this stuff happened. Like a lot of people, even the hood, say, "Yo, we was better off with Trump." Like, yo, we didn't have to go through this. Man, listen, they taking Harlem away, man. Yeah, Chicago gets Chris. Chicago, big up to Chicago because Chicago has a voice. Chicago is not playing no type of games with these people. But New York is. New York is. New York is playing these stupid games. Everyone was working and, yes, earning extra money. You are right. Everyone was working and was earned extra money. Yeah. You know what? Thank you. Thank you, because I told people this. Trump warned us on this 7 years ago. He did. I told people that. He said as soon as I leave and somebody else gets offered, it's over. And he was right. So you're right about that. You're right about that. He did warn us. He warned us a long time ago. But we was in our feelings. We was so much in our feelings, we didn't believe him. But guess what now? We got a rude awakening. It's like this coffee that woke me up. We got a rude awakening. Trump warned us. He told us. He told us what's going to happen. And guess what? People are struggling. People are not getting raises. If they give us a raise, they'll give you a freaking 50 cents to tell you to go be happy with that and do a backflip. They starting with Harlem. Brooklyn's going to be next. The Bronx is going to be next. Staten Island, they're going to take all of these neighborhoods away from minorities because the black leaders got them hands and everything. The black leaders don't care. They care about their money, their family, their pocket. That's just the way it is. That's the way this whole thing is going. Nobody cares. New York City's so bad, within the last couple of days, there have been stabbings and shootings among teenagers in New York City. Not grown people. Teenagers are killing and shooting each other. And this piece of crap that runs New York City doesn't care, let people out of prison, the bail reform nonsense, and the stupidness. Hawk, I think black people gave up, especially Chicago. Yeah, I think they did. No, you're right about that, Lou. I think they did give up. I think black people said to hell with it, man. Nobody cares about it anyway. Because when I was young, on my mother's time, black people fought to the death. And I was like, just give me my Jordans, give me my Timberland boots, give me a 40, give me a blunt. Let me knock up a female and just, I don't care about nothing else. Yeah, Lou, he's beyond a loser. I don't know why did they put that man up in. I told people to vote for Curtis. I told people this. I told people. Wages will fall and benefits will cut. Yes, I'm hearing they cutting a lot of people's food stamps. People that can't work no more. That's on that disability program. They just shut my friend. Now he has epilepsy, so he can't work no more. He wants to work, but he can't work no more. But they cut his food stamps. I think they raised his money a little, but they cut his food stamps. So he has to use that money for food and other stuff. We the people. You're right about that. If anybody wants to support my channel, $ Big Hawk 700. That's $ Big Hawk 700, and PayPal me dot. It's going to be PayPal.me/Colin Bostic. PayPal.me/ColinBostic. That's if you want to support me. Yes, Biden with 7 wars. Yep, Trump 0. Trump 0. Horrible. Is inflation? Yeah, the worst. It's horrible right now. We are at our worst right now. And people hate Trump so much that they'll take a bullet, meaning they'll watch themselves starve and they'll watch people starve. They don't care. That's deep. That's deep to hate somebody that much to where you don't care. You don't care about your people. You don't care about what people are going through. You don't care. They hate Trump that much. 125 million Trump. Yeah, I know. Wow. Well, this is the update what's going on. I went there twice, and I'm going to be going back to Harlem this weekend because I want to see if I could catch some more people to talk to them about. But I really want to be there when they bring and they bust these people in because they're not even finished with the building yet. The building's nice. The building is a beautiful building. Has a chain on it. Beautiful building. But unfortunately, Harlem ain't getting it. The people from Harlem are not getting it. They're giving it to the migrants again. So the people of Harlem, done. They're finished. And like you said before, Lou, black people just said, screw it, man. We got screwed. Screw it. Can't think like that. Immigrant to live in your house. Yes. I don't know why they thought about that, but nah. Nah. You can't do that, man. I don't know who I'm bringing in my house. I don't know who's coming to live with me. I go to work. I'm done. You're right about that. And I told people this, but they called me a sellout when I said the black man is finished because he don't care no more. It's over. You're right about that. The black man is finished because they don't care. Nobody is stepping up to the plate and saying, yo, check this out, man. That building belongs to us. They should have went to the state building in Harlem and flooded all the offices. Yo, what's going on? Nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it. Thank you for listening. Like I said, if you want to support my channel, $ Big Hawk 700 is my cash app. Again, $ Big HAWK 700 Big Hawk 700 and PayPal.me/Colin Bostic. PayPal.me/Colin Bostic. COLIN BOSTICK. Big up to my brother Philly Dom. He's in Dominican Republic doing a thing. Big up to my spiritual sister Angela. Yes. Thanks for always being there for me. Mashawn Denise, please go join Mashawn Denise's channel. Another spiritual sister of mine, Peter Carter, believes in. Big up to everybody in the chat that always shows me love. Even the ones that don't show me love. Be careful. Blacks for Trump, yes. ASAP. All day, every day. Blacks for Trump 2024. Salute to y'all and everybody be safe. Be careful. And Trump 2024. I'm out. No, I don't have Zella. I don't have a Zella.